Well, that's because CPR, the chance of revival is very low. There is still a chance, but it's quite low, 2 to 15%. Now, with this AED machine, you use it, it goes all the way up to 18%, a much higher chance, making it much more effective. Now, that being said, AED stands for Automated External Defibrillator. Taking note of the word automated, that means it kind of runs on its own. It's a very easy machine to use. The moment you're on it, it will actually tell you almost every single instruction. Just that a few loopholes here and there that the AED missed out, which I'm here to fill in. First and foremost, when we are playing with the AED, we are dealing with a lot of electricity, so much so that it can stop a person's heart. And because of that, there are some safety conditions we have to look out for. Three things you have to look out for specifically: water and metal surfaces. For both these things, if you shock and you are on the same surface or anyone else, electricity gets transmitted through that medium, causing their heart to stop as well, and they will go unconscious. And the last one, explosive gases. Let's say you're at a petrol station, you don't check for anything, you straight away just shock the person, whole petrol station explodes, now you get 50 casualties. We don't want that to happen at all. So make sure all these three are not present. Also, there are three types of people who cannot use the AED. Obviously alive, like us, we're talking, we're breathing, we cannot use it. Secondly, obviously dead, like the head one side, body one side, that one is shocked no matter how many times, will revive one. And last but not least, infants under 1 year old. Now when it comes to infants under 1 year old, the electricity is so great, it will actually do more damage than actually good to the casualty. So for infants under 1 year old, do not use the casualty. Alright? So this AED can be found in many locations around Singapore. Some examples will be community centers, recreational centers. I'm sure this company will have a few. Government buildings all over Singapore. In fact, every school has an AED, and they're trying to implement every 2 or 3 HDB blocks will also have one of these AED near the lift area. That's because everyone now knows the effectiveness of this AED. It's in a white box with a heart logo on it. Heart logo looks something like this. Yeah, it will be red in color. So now with that being said, like I've mentioned, AED is a very simple machine to use. It's automated, it will tell us every single thing. So let's hear what the AED machine has to tell us.
Call for help now.
You've done that in CPR?
Remove all clothing from patient's chest.
Regardless if the casualty is a male or a female, you do have to remove the clothing. I'll elaborate on this a bit more. They'll give you some time to do so as well.
Pull red handle to open bag. Look at pictures on pads. Peel one pad off blue plastic. Apply pad to bare skin, exactly as shown in the picture. Press pad firmly. Peel other pad off blue plastic. Apply pad to bare skin, exactly as shown in the picture. Press pad firmly. Remove all clothes.
Okay, so just keep on repeating itself over and over again until it senses both pads are placed properly on the skin. So just to have a clearer view for those of you at the back that can't really see, these are the two places that we put the pads on. One at the top left of the casualty, your left, top left, and one at the bottom right. Just kind of like diagonally across the chest. Now, just for your information, for the real life AED pads, it's not this kind of sticky stuff, it's actually an adhesive gel. And this gel is one-time use. So if you paste it, the moment you take it out, it's not going to be as sticky as it was before. So when you place it, make sure you place it correctly. Alright? Now let's backtrack a bit. It says remove clothing, and I mentioned, regardless if the casualty is a male or a female, we do have to remove the clothes. For a male, no problem, just open. No big issue there. But for a woman, that's where slight modesty issues will come in. So when it comes to first aid, always protect the modesty of the casualty as much as possible. So for a woman, what we can do is, let's say she's wearing a button shirt or a zip shirt, just unzip, quickly open, place the pads, and cover her back up. Or if she's wearing a dress with no buttons, cut kind of like an L shape at the side, make a flap, open, place the pads, and close back up. Don't ever leave her exposed. You leave her exposed, a big crowd will form for all the wrong reasons. We don't want that to happen, right? But for guys, we do have a couple of things to look out for. When we remove our shirt, what do we usually see for guys? Hair, exactly. Most of the cases are very light layer of hair, so don't have to worry so much. But there are some guys, when you open up, it's like a jungle over here. Now, in this scenario, what do you think we should do?
Shave.
You should shave, exactly. Any of you got a shaver with you? Anyone? No, no one has a shaver with you. But do not worry, this AED machine comes along with a shaver. It comes along with a shaver. Very effective machine. The reason we have to shave it is because if you don't shave it, you just place on the hair, you shock what happened, forest fire. Right? So you call 995, need to call fire side already. Alright, but you need to shave as because there's no direct contact. It has to be in direct contact with the skin. And it will actually burn the casualty. So all you have to do, shave the area that is required. Shave the two patches. Very important. Shave what you need, not what you like. Alright? Don't shave these two patches, take a step back. Not very nice, huh? You shave the whole body as well. Don't ever do that. You're gonna waste a lot of time. Other things to look out for are like medical patches, sweat, take the towel also provided inside the AED and wipe the person dry. Jewelry, let's say necklace that interferes with the patches, simply sweep it to the side. Please do not ever remove the jewelry. That's because there have been cases, the medic remove it, place in the pocket, accidentally bring back home. Ambulance come for him, police came for the medic. Yeah, it is a real life scenario. So remember, all you have to do is sweep it at the side. Don't even remove it. If you remove it and put it at the side, it goes missing, it's your responsibility. And last but not least, something called your pacemaker. Now your pacemaker is this circular object roughly near the collarbone, about 2 fingers away. You will see an incision and a scar. Actually, the pacemaker, the function is to help regulate the person's heartbeat. Now, the thing is, when we place the AED beds, we cannot place it too near the pacemaker, as it could damage that equipment. So what we have to do, if you see the pacemaker, 4 fingers away. All you have to do, make sure the pads are at least 4 fingers away, and you can just carry on, right? Once you check for all these things, now we can move on with our AED. So let's hear what it has to tell us.
Remove all. Do not touch patient. Evaluating heart rhythm. Stand by. Preparing to shock. Everyone clear. Press flashing button.
Alright, so first it says, do not touch casualty, analyzing heart rhythm. So the moment you hear that the person who is doing CPR, he must stop. Right? He must stop. That's because what they're trying to analyze is something called your ventricular fibrillation. What that is when a person has a cardiac arrest, many people think the heart just stops. But that's not the case. It actually shivers. It shivers, it's trying to remember how to pump again. And that's why we use our AED machine to stop the heart. And then we use our CPR to continue to pump the heart. And this shivering is what the AED machine is trying to find. If we touch it, our own electrical pulses could interfere with his one, causing a false reading on the AED. Once it senses, let's say this one, it says needs to shock, then you just go ahead. But make sure everyone is clear. No one is touching the AED. Sorry, no one is touching the casualty. I've seen a video. This person was touching the casualty, the paramedic shocked, the person went unconscious on the spot. So that's why it's very important to make sure no one is touching the AED, touching the casualty at all. So this is how it goes.
Everyone clear. Press flashing button.
Everyone clear?
Shock delivered. Provide chest compressions and rescue breaths.
Realize how when I'm about to shock, I look at the casualty. I'm not looking at all of you, I'm not looking at the sky, I'm not looking at the AED. That's because I want to double confirm no one is touching the casualty at all. It's just like a double confirm.
Do not.
So after you shock, it says continue chest compressions and rescue breathing. That is exactly what you do. So all you have to do, the moment you shock, continue your CPR. 32 for 1 whole minute. For 1 minute. Do not worry about timing, the AED will actually time with you. So after 1 minute, what happens is, it will once again analyze to see what it has to do next. Shock or no shock. So assume 1 minute is over, let's see what this AED machine has to tell us.
Do not touch patient. Evaluating heart rhythm. No shock advised. Provide chest compressions and rescue breaths.
When it comes to no shock advice, one of 2 things can happen. either the heart has started pumping normally again, or the heart has completely stopped, which is the more common scenario. So how do you differentiate between these two? This AED machine is smart, but it's not smart enough to differentiate. That's up to us. Simply check for breathing. Do a head tilt chin lift, look, listen, feel. If there is breathing, very good. That means the heart has started beating again. In that scenario, please do not remove the pads, as he can relapse back into a heart attack. And like I said, the pads are only one-time use, so do not remove it. And let the AED monitor every 1 minute. But let's say you check for breathing and there is no more breathing. Now in that scenario, the heart is totally stopped, and what we have to do is our CPR. 30 compression, 2 ventilations, over and over again until 1 minute, let the machine analyze. And that is basically your AED. Just analyze shock or no shock, analyze shock or no shock, over and over again until the paramedic arrives. Now when the paramedic arrives, there are certain things you have to do. Firstly, 3 things you have to tell the paramedic. Firstly, what was he doing before this? Was he running? Was he eating? Secondly, how many shots you give. As members of SCDF, we can only give a maximum of 6 shots before we go into other protocols. But for members of the public, how many shots do you think you can give? Anyone? 2? 2? Well, the answer is shock till happy. Alright, there is no limit for all of you. Alright, if the AED says shock 100 times, have fun. But if the AED says don't shock at all, please don't shock at all. Alright? For members of the public, you do not have to worry about that. Just listen to what the AED has to say. But you do have to tell us how many shots you give. And last but not least, what's his current condition? Is he breathing again? If you can find a pulse, is there a pulse? All these things, let the paramedics know. Once you're done with it, what you do is you off the machine, unplug it, place the plug on the casualty, and send him into the ambulance. But the job isn't completed yet. You still have this AED machine over here. The pads has been used up, all the shaver is dirty, the towel is dirty. You do have to get it replaced. What you have to do is you go to the location where you found it, the white box I was talking about. There will be a number somewhere on the box or around the box. Give the number a call and tell them that give the number a call, tell them that you have used the AED, you have used the towel and everything, and it needs to be replaced. Only after that is your job finally completed. You don't have to worry about the replacement. If they don't do it, it's a law issue on their part. Alright? And that is basically all you have to do for your AED. Any questions? Yes?
If AED is immediately available,
Yes?
and in the office, and should I operate AED or CPR?
Okay, let's say you have, are you alone or do you have another person? Okay, if you're
alone and with the patient.
If you're alone and the AED is just beside you, take the AED first. Yeah, take the AED first, because the AED, remember, it raises the chance of revival to 80%. So you really want to get this on the casualty as fast as possible. But let's say there's 2 or more people, one person can immediately start the CPR. Yeah, he can immediately start the CPR, while the other person go get and set up the AED.
If I do the CPR and I inject the patient further and cause him pass away, then would I liable for any
No, you won't be liable.
law on this?
Okay, no, you won't be liable because your intention wasn't to harm this person, right? It's kind of you want to save the person, not so much you're trying to harm the person. In fact, in Singapore, there's never been a case where someone do CPR and the person, like let's say he revived and sue him. Because technically he's already dead. Yeah, and when it comes to CPR, about 30% of the times, 30 to 60% of the times, when you do CPR, you will actually break the bones. Yeah, sometimes you do CPR, you hear 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then you start hearing 1 and 2 and crack, crack, crack. Yeah, when crack starts to occur, you can hear the cracking sound. Please do not stop CPR. Yeah, just go ahead and continue. Yeah, because even though you're cracking the bones, it's not like total fracture where you start to pierce the internal organs. It's actually cracks at the side that allow the ribcage to compress inside. The actual depth you have to compress is at least 5 cm. Yeah, at least 5 cm. So it's kind of like a leeway for the whole chest to compress inwards. Yeah.
When